Hey, Narendra here, and I wanted to show you this morning a couple tools that I use to forecast the weather, driving conditions, and also take a look at avalanche conditions in spring and winter in Colorado. So the tools that I'm going to use today really are all free, first of all, and they can be used really anywhere in the country. So I'm based out of Denver, so I'll be kind of talking about specifically Denver, but you can really use these anywhere. So the main tool that I use for weather is weather. It's called Weather Underground, and it's free again. Now there's a lot of different apps for weather, so if you have any suggestions on different ones, I'd love to hear about them. But this is the one that I use. It's got a really nice app for your phone, and it's a little bit better than the standard weather app. Well, it's a lot better than the one that just comes standard on most phones. So real easy to use. Basically you put in your location. I'm in Denver, and then what pops up is just a basic daily forecast with the high of today and yesterday. An interactive map that you click on. You can open this up, zoom in, scroll out, really get to anywhere you need to go. And if it's raining, which it isn't here in Denver today, you see it's clear. You can actually follow the rain patterns and kind of plan where you're going to go based on that. And then it also has satellite data, and that takes a little bit to load, but that will eventually pop up here. And then as you scroll down, there's a 10-day weather forecast that you can look at. So this is really helpful for planning out your week. As you can see, it's going to be ridiculously nice here in Denver up until next Wednesday. But as you can see, that it's going to rain on Thursday. So if you're planning to do something on Thursday, it shows 50% chance of rain, low of 60, high of 60, low of 38, and you can really drill down, and you can actually click on this, and it goes to a graph, and you can actually see the hour-by-hour forecast for Thursday. So if you're looking to plan your day, it looks like it's going to rain in the morning, 40% chance, so maybe in the afternoon might be your best bet. So really helpful. You can get the app fairly easily. The second website that I wanted to show you is just for driving conditions. So you can obviously use Google Maps and things like that, and that's helpful for probably everybody outside the state of Colorado. But this coloradotrip.org will let you see minute to minute what the roads look like in Denver. So it's got all the cameras. It's got notifications on road closures, mountain pass closures, things like that. So really good tool to use, and it gives a high level kind of overview of what's happening kind of in the state. So this is good for Colorado. I'm sure other states have something like this, so I would maybe take a look. And you can also look at like biking routes and things like that. So a lot of detail, and I'm not going to go through all of it here, but this is just a high level update. And I am going to write a blog about this, and I'll have a lot more detail in that blog for you. For snow forecasting, what I use is Open Snow, especially for skiing and things like that. So Joel Grotz does a really good job with this website. And there's you can look at any ski resort anywhere in the country. And it also gives a detailed forecast for 5 days, and then you can purchase, I think, a 10-day plan for some low cost per month. But basically this shows, and it's going to be bone dry here unfortunately, but basically it shows over the next few days the forecast for snow. So if you are traveling in the mountains, driving and things like that, you can generally see what the snow is going to look like in certain areas, and certainly this will help for skiing. So if you are going to get in the backcountry, I would recommend taking a look at this website here. It's Snowtel. It's from Snowtel, and this basically shows the snowpack conditions of Colorado, and it updates every day, so you can actually see how much snow is there. And what's really interesting, it hasn't snowed in the last couple days, but the snowpack percentages are still way over 100%. So we had like a killer January, and really not a lot since then, but there was so much snow that it really upped the state's percentage. So everything's looking good, but what that means is that there's, don't be fooled, there's still definitely a lot of snow in the high country, especially down near the San Juans. So avalanche conditions are still out there. And then the last tool I'll show you is how to look at the avalanche conditions a little bit more closely. So this is Avalanche Information Center of Colorado, and I'm pretty sure they have these in different states as well, but this is really good for Colorado. And basically the best part about this is this interactive map here, where you can see, let's see, the colors really are, if it's gray, there's nothing, obviously. Low is green, moderate is yellow, considerable and high. So in January, these, it was really a lot of red and orange and black, meaning that high country was like super susceptible to avalanches. But now that it's calmed down a little bit, starting to head into spring, conditions will be moderate, and then in April they'll probably be a lot lower. But there's still definitely risk. So before you hit the backcountry, definitely know how to navigate back there safely. So you can see that you can click on really every state, and you can look at the different conditions. So from there, you can kind of drill down a little bit more. Hopefully this opens for me. It does. Okay, so a little slow today, but this gives you a lot more information. So and this goes to, which is really cool, above, near tree line and below tree line. So everything above tree line is really safe. It's just within the trees that are dangerous. So this gives a lot of descriptions on the exact specifics of everything. So definitely worth a read through. So hopefully that was informative to you. You can check out a lot more detail on the blog post that I write. And if you have any questions, comments, hit me up on Facebook and shoot me a message or shoot me an email. Great talking to you today. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend and have fun exploring.